Scots could face large tax hikes if Scotland becomes independent, a research paper has warned. The Taxpayers Alliance said an independent Scotland would have the highest deficit in Europe if it were to quit the UK. This would force the Scottish government to raise taxes and cut public spending, the research paper warned. The paper claimed an independent Scotland would need to raise the basic rate of income tax to 46 pence in the pound to pay for its current level of spending. Policy officials said the current rate of Scottish spending is £11,247, which is 20% higher than England, and could not be supported without huge tax rises, or a significant reduction in public spending. The lobby group predicted the Scottish Parliament would need to increase taxes by at least 10% of GDP to balance the books and raise VAT to 49%. Overall, the figures highlight a union dividend of almost £2,000 per person from Scotland being part of the UK. The report also reveals the Scottish deficit is approximately 14 times than the average European country, averaging at 8.6%. The latest GERS figures reveal the country is currently funded by a £2,000 union dividend per person by Scotland being part of the UK. The Taxpayers Alliance said any workable independence agreement with the UK would require Scotland to carry its share of existing UK government debt obligations. Scotland's share of the UK government's total net liabilities, including borrowing, would be around £300 billion, or roughly twice the size of its GDP. John O'Connell, chief executive of the Taxpayers Alliance, said, Scottish taxpayers expect their leaders to get to grips with the reality of Scotland's fiscal position. An independent Scotland would start life with new economic freedoms, but also retain a fiscal deficit considerably larger than any other European country, with high levels of public spending and tax revenues which fall well short. Politicians need to have an honest debate about the public finances, whatever their position on the union. Murdo Fraser MSP, Scottish Conservative finance spokesman, said, this report shows the stark reality that would face an independent Scotland.